Hey everybody, it's your girls. We're doing readings from the back of the card to finish the rest of the January 2020
Yes.
readings, and we're starting with Libra. Back at it again.
Yeah. We left off on Virgo.
It just so happens to be a Libra moon right now, so this is your special moment, I guess. So it just so happens that we didn't have time to get back to it since the moon was in either Virgo or Leo.
I think it was in Cancer.
Wow.
Yeah. I think it was in Cancer. But we've already done the card blessing prior to filming this segment of videos. She will be using the Rider-Waite Smith deck, and I will be using the Ask and It Is Given deck. This is the time to invite
your teams from the other side.
Yeah.
Anybody, any energies that you find helpful, your deities, your ancestors, any energies of your choice that have your highest good in mind. And I like to say benevolent darkness just because I feel like the shadow creatures have plenty to teach us as well, not just the light. As long as they have the benefic heart of steering us towards our highest good. So anyway,
okie dokie.
I digress.
Who's gonna go first?
You should.
Okay.
So much Libra on you.
I will take the lead. Alright, Libra. Let's see what this oracle deck has to say for you guys. Card number 11. Give you a second to kind of check it out. There you go. It says, the most powerful law in the universe. Every thought vibrates, every thought radiates a signal, and every thought attracts a matching signal back. We call that process the law of attraction. The law of attraction says that which is like unto itself is drawn. So, really this is all about just what station you're putting yourself on, what kind of vibe you're putting yourself in. Whatever you are radiating is what you're gonna attract. Really, you can't put it any more simpler than that.
Let's see what's coming for January. Okay, so yeah, seems like you're attracting more logic in your life. This is the King of Swords.
Nice.
This is coming from a higher mind standpoint. This is probably your nervous system speaking to you in terms of helping you make decisions. So you'll want to listen to how your body's reacting to your environment. You want to employ your sense of logic in things instead of your sense of like rash emotion. Yes, you want to go ahead and be still interested in performing your whims as long as they feel good, but you're wanting to pay attention to things that are more clear to you. You want to make sure that your vibe is in full integrity right now, that you're not split on your desires or what you're looking to achieve. You'll want to make a clear cut. Once you do, you want to strategize right now. Be completely in your in faith that you are capable of thinking your way through this. So, yeah.
All right, next card is card number 28. There you guys go. Says, I learn to pay attention to my feelings.
That's pretty great.
Your emotions are absolute indicators of the current point of attraction. They help you know in any moment whether or not you are currently allowing the fulfillment of your desires. It is our encouragement that you pay attention to how you feel.
That's pretty great.
And allow your emotions to be valuable indicators they are. So pretty much that kind of sums up a lot of what you just said a second ago.
You'll know when something's important because it feels heavy or feels light. You'll be able to tell between the lightness or the heaviness of things. If it's heavy, it's not a thought you're meant to be obsessing over or focusing on. It's not something that is full of merit for you.
No, it's almost like tasting something. You're either gonna know if
it's poison or not.
Yeah,
like most
if you
of the
like
time.
it or not. Like,
we have the Tower,
Okay.
So there's going to be a huge ripple in your life, kind of a life-changing perspective. This could be because of the eclipses beginning this month, this December when we're recording. But nonetheless, it's not going to be so devastating as much as might be disconcerting. It might try to wobble you from your logic. When it's upright, this is literally everything you thought you knew burning to the ground and having to start over from scratch, basically, or all paradigms shifting. This is just definitely finding out that something wasn't exactly like you thought, and you having to realign your strategy to it, to be on your feet, move a different way. So these two cards together, very interesting to me. Like, something is changing your world drastically. Perhaps, maybe you've lost a relationship that was of value to you, which happens to Libra energy once in a while. Your relationship energy is paramount to you, because you're about relationships with others, and you tend to polarize your relationships to either open friendships or open enemies, and you might be experiencing a turbulence in this department, as this disturbed air. So it's important for you to pay attention to what your body's telling you. It's important to pay attention to what your gut is telling you.
Imagine like a sail on a boat. It takes the wind and it guides you. Think of your body as almost the sail, and it's going to take you in the direction you need it to, but you also got to listen to it and not fight against it.
Unfortunately, we can't control our relationships in life. I feel like this definitely has to do with relationships. But we can control our reactions. We can control what we say, and we can take responsibility for what's happened in the best way you know how. You don't have to have all the answers. You just have to try. So being clear on your intention to be logical, to stay in integrity with what feels light and doesn't feel like it's going to weigh you down, is probably the best way to navigate through this turbulence. I don't like that you're starting with turbulence for this year, but I'm not really surprised that the cardinal energies would be taking a little bit of that sort of energy.
Smooth seas don't make skilled sailors.
We want to live in the growth zone. We don't want to stagnate anyway. So whatever this turbulence is likely going to be leading you towards your greater purpose. So pay attention to yourself. Make sure that your own best ally, your relationship with yourself, is going to be the most important, not the relationship with others outside of yourself. You can't control them anyway, but do your best not to create enemies or to be petty. It's really unnecessary. People need the most allies they possibly can, and yeah.
The bigger your team, the more things that can get accomplished.
But first, you have to trust yourself and your own perceptions to have a team to create. So just work on that relationship first.
Absolutely.
All right. That's it.
This concludes your January 2020 reading, and we will see you most likely probably on our next moon reading.
Bad love for Libra.
Bye.
Bye.